to come up with more steals.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Suns pick up 2. Rivers passes to Hawes to the left side wing. And it's Paul penetrating. Rivers kicks to Paul. Misses off the right iron.
Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Here's the monster. He's guarded by Rivers. Thornton passes to the monster. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Shot to stop the drought. And off we go. Now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Jordan Hamilton. Rivers out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Udoh. And it's Griffin in at power forward. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the monster in that last game against the Spurs really lit it up. He ended up with 38 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. And Steve, yet another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, he sure is. We saw it firsthand, and it was fun to watch. He really got it rolling.
Yeah, nothing better than to see a guy confident, comfortable, on a roll, and elevating his team to high levels of play. That's a beautiful thing to watch, fellas.
Here's the monster after Austin Rivers scored. The monster. They kick it out to Green. Shoots a 3, and that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from the monster. The monster's got 12 points in the game. Clippers trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now Rivers. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Feeds to Redick from past the arc. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Morris comes in for Marcus Morris. And the Clippers making a change here as well. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Udoh. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. 2 on the clock. Redick for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Lenz got 4 rebounds in this game.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
A nice shot by Rivers. Phoenix leading by 4. Bledsoe dishes to Morris. He kicks it to Len. Baseline J on the way, and he gets the bucket. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jordan sets the pick for Rivers. Hamilton kicks to Rivers. Pass to Redick. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Redick's got 7. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Passes it to the monster. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. You look at the monster, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a month for him, no doubt about that. I mean, let's see if he can continue to build on it, though.
And the Suns making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Rivers passes to Redick. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Morris with the rebound.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Here's the monster. 38 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. The feed to Bledsoe. Puts one up from 19. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Yeah, it was a big loss. Pretty much pure domination. And I thought the key was the rebounding total. I mean, it was ugly. They were completely dominated on the glass. That's going to have to improve tonight. No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Rivers with it. 8 points his last outing. Good D by Bledsoe.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Pass to the monster. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Steve said it. They were atrocious on the glass when they last met. What do they need to do, Clark, to change that in this game?
Well, a couple of things. One, they need more bodies in the paint. I mean, you got to have more bodies in the paint. Then you've got to be ready to box out. They left one or two guys on an island down there, and you can't do that. That's not going to work.
Here's the monster, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Here's Tucker. Another three for Phoenix. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Nice check in for the monster. Here's Rivers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And that concludes the first half. The Suns on top, leading by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris.
Yes, Kevin, here with
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D and the steals we got out of it.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
Clippers trail by 8. PJ Tucker is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Brandon Knight. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Len in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of confidence.
Suns leading by 5. Here's the monster. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan has always had a knack for the incredible, and it usually manifests itself in his dunks or blocks. But last year he committed.
You're better than that.
Not tonight, I'm not.
Checked in. Phoenix making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Len, and it's Gerald Green in for Morris. The Clippers also making some changes. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis is subbed in for Blake Griffin. Phoenix, no good that time either. You think about defense, Clark, and it isn't just how many shots you block. Jordan really seemed to focus on the little things that go into being successful defensively.
And I think that's a tribute to Doc Rivers, who actually emphasized some of those little things that would help Jordan elevate his game and his team. And to Jordan's credit, he took heed and made significant improvement.
Some changes for Phoenix. Morris comes in for PJ Tucker. And the Monsters subbed in for Brandon Knight. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from the Monster. And here is Los Angeles now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Intercepted. And now the Suns, a fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Paul outside. Dishes it to Hawes. Back to Paul. He feeds it to Hawes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
That's good. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
You know, we really haven't seen the same focus defensively that we did in the first half.
Here's the Monster. 16 points for him. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. And that's 18 points for the Monster.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
And it's Paul penetrating. He dishes it to Redick. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. No good from Hamilton.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Let's check out the story of the stats for Eric Bledsoe. They've gotten some big-time performances from him since the All-Star break, averaging 17 points per game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. They've been able to count on him to run the show offensively, which he's done with his sensational passing.
Yeah, he's been setting them up with a lot of easy baskets, room service dimes. We call them, one great look after another coming off of his passes.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Phoenix. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Udo's checked in. Redick dishes to Paul. Trying to find Udo. He gets it to him. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Udo. And that's now 19 points for Chris Paul.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Shot, high post. Here's Wright. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
The Clippers in the lead. Paul kicks to Redick. 1:37 left in the third. Back to Paul. The dish to Redick. Out to the wing. Lets it go with the three. Here's Udo. Great tee that time from Green. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Thornton passes to the monster. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
At the line for your serves, Joe Green. Shooting one.
And the technical free throw is good. Brandon Wright, the former 8th overall pick back in 2007. For his career, Steve, a field goal percentage of around 60%.
Well, he's figured out his niche in the league. He wasn't sure what he was when he arrived, but he's a backup big. He's a diver. He's an offensive rebound guy. He's a lob catcher. So, not a one-on-one scorer, but somebody who can play off of others very effectively.
Ball left side. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Chris Paul has such an intelligence for the game. High IQ, and he's extremely competitive. He looks for every advantage he can get, whether it's 2-for-1s or looking to sell a call to the officials. He always appears to be driven to find that edge.
Here's the monster. He goes up again. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Wright.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Paul goes in, kicks it to Davis. Los Angeles with another miss. And there was a study using the new motion tracking camera, Steve, that I know that you're interested in, to look at every action on the court, every action. And it determined that the league's most impactful player, none other than Chris Paul.
Well, did we really need the cameras to figure that out?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think we've all been able to tell that Chris Paul has been one of the most efficient players in the NBA for years. He's always at the controls for his team. So poised, an incredible decision maker, and just figures out whatever needs to be done to win the game.
Good.
Not sure how he got that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to take the shot.
Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's the monster, and that's not going to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right with you. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CB3 at point with Redick there at the back. That's Hamilton in at the 3.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Now here's Reddick. Griffin a screen on Knight. And Reddick kicks to Paul. The three. That's good. Paul's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
The monster passes to Len. Here's the monster. Charity stripe shot. Second chance shot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Phoenix. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Now Griffin inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's the monster, defended by Paul. Here's the monster. Here's Len. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Paul dishes to Reddick. Back to Paul. Shot denied.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And Knight slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Clippers trail by 4. The drive by Paul. And Reddick kicks to Griffin. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The pass to Tucker. Knight on the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Or getting the ball inside like that, close to the rim. That is the key during crunch time.
And there's the basket. Good from the monster. The monster's got 22 points.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Hamilton outside. Feeds to Paul. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. The monster. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Shoots from the high post. Tucker the pass to Knight. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 4. Paul outside. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. He kicks to Hamilton. Puts it up from 12. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Hamilton's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's the monster. Reddick with the rebound.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Paul goes in, shoots from the baseline, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Didn't that one play out smoothly?
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris, and the Suns miss again. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Reddick dishes to Jordan. There's the steal, pushing it up. Jumps up, trips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
Eric Bledsoe.
So for the Clippers, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Griffin. Udo comes in for Hamilton. Davis is subbed in for J.J. Redick. There's the pick. Knight with it. Picked up by Davis. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The Monsters checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Los Angeles, Jordan Hamilton comes in for Udo. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Spencer Hawes. Now here's Redick. He's guarded by Knight. Throws it up high. It's tipped. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Clippers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And Redick kicks to Davis. Down low, here's Paul. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 30 points for Chris Paul.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Pass to Morris. Here's the Monster, defended by Paul. Here's the Monster.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
That free throw missing.
Shooting for Phoenix. The Monster. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
The Clippers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Hamilton the pass to Paul, and blocked. Here's Tucker. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. Redick with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Ahead. And it's Paul penetrating Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact.
The Suns have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Tucker. Passes it to Knight. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. And the Suns lead by 3. The Monsters checked in for the Suns. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. The feed to Morris. Here's the Monster. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Paul dishes to Davis. And Redick kicks to Paul. Over to the wing. Lets it go. Redick with the bucket. Suns leading by 3. Here's the Monster. Here's Morris, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
The Clippers shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and the dunk by Jordan.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's the monster. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
Now, here's Reddick. Tight defense on him, and the foul on the monster. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The shot's good from Paul.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Out to the right wing. Tucker. Nailed from three-point land.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
And here's Reddick. Now Paul. Hamilton outside. Reddick passes to Hamilton. Dishes to Reddick. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. The shot is off, so Phoenix will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The monster passes to Tucker. Deflected. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
And the Clippers making a change here. Griffin's checked in. 46 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Shot clock at 2. Here's the monster. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Paul left side. Pass to Reddick. For 3. Money. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
Hudson's checked in for the Clippers.
Penalty situation. Shooting for Phoenix.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, so strategically everything changes a little bit. Those were very important foul shots. .24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Hamilton. Second shot opportunity. Buries it. Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. 17 seconds left in the game.
Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul them right away.
Hamilton can't get that one to fall. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Penalty situation.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second shot. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Reddick. It's off! So the Suns win it. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
I just put in so many hours in the gym, playgrounds, and everywhere in between. And my shot, it's just as consistent as it gets. I can make most shots blindfolded, honestly. Making them in the game with my eyes open, that's a piece of cake. As you can see from the stat.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA and 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.